What's good, everybody? Santi back with another video, and I wanted to entitle this one "Semen Retention Helps You Understand Game." And we're talking about game. Game is really just an understanding of the social dynamic between man and woman. You feel me? The social interaction, the ebb and flow. You know what I'm saying? And, we have to get rid of this idea or this notion that we as men have of women. You know what I'm saying? When we look at the problems that we have with women, it's one of two problems. A man is either he's either not masculine enough, or he's too masculine. You know what I'm saying? Look at all the problems going on with social media. You know what I'm saying? And the deemed blue pill man. You know what I'm saying? The blue pill man puts the woman beyond his own self. He values the woman from a place of, it's really an inferiority complex. He has an inferiority complex, and his sexual desires for a woman has put him at the point to where he puts her on a pedestal, and he devalues and neglects his own sense of self, his own identity. You know what I'm saying? He makes the woman the center point of his identity. And it can't be grounded in anything authentic. You know what I'm saying? It's coming from a place of it's a lack of authenticity. You know what I'm saying? It's not coming from a place of self-knowledge. And so when you come to practicing semen retention, you start becoming aware of the hidden nature of things and how social situations, you know what I'm saying, appear beyond what's just before the naked eye. You know what I'm saying? You start to understand things from an energetic level. And as you become more present, become more aware and more centered through abstaining from porn, masturbation, and orgasm, you essentially heighten your awareness and your own intelligence, as well as your spiritual faculties, your senses. You know what I'm saying? And so understanding the game is that the things that we've been taught, we've been conditioned to believe as men when it comes to what we're supposed to do for a woman. Buy her flowers, the superficial surface level interactions in order to attract a woman, in order to keep a woman, in order to even get a woman. They're not understood from the basis of principles. You know what I'm saying? Any given situation that you're in, you're supposed to be approaching it from a standpoint of what your principles are. But in order to understand what your principles are, you have to know who you are and where you stand. And you got to be grounded in yourself. And so you have to know yourself as a man. You know what I'm saying? When you're taking an action, you have to understand what your intention is and what your objective is. And so a lot of guys, I've seen situations where guys will do things to try to get a woman's attention, and you can clearly see that it's fake. You know what I'm saying? It's a facade. They're just doing these things to try to get the appeasement of a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're doing what they're doing. So when it comes to understanding that aspect of it, that's why semen retention is so powerful, because it gets you out of that low level of thinking and heightens your sense of understanding things from a much more natural state of being. You know what I'm saying? You get out of this idea of how things are in your head, and then you get back to that point of just seeing things from a grounded sense of alertness, perception. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is clear. You're in tune with what's going on around you, and you're able to clearly and effectively navigate and move around. You know, so one of the problems that we have is that, you know, think about like with everything going on in social media and highly attractive women, and then they get so many guys hitting on them on Facebook when they go out. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? You bombarding a woman with messages. You trying to call her all the time. You know what I'm saying? You trying to do things to get her to pity you or feel bad for you. You know, only the opposite things work. Like that doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? If you have 1,000 guys doing this one thing that doesn't work, why would you attempt to do the same thing and expect a different outcome? You know what I'm saying? And so when you start to understand what the game is that the reason why you can understand it is that as your intelligence grows and your awareness grows through practicing semen retention, you step into another reality of things. You know what I'm saying? So your experiences are going to be different. So when you interact with women, you're able to achieve a certain goal or a certain means because you carry yourself in a different way. You give off a different energy. And it shows itself in your behaviors and how you communicate and how you carry yourself, you know. And so because you come in with that authenticity, you're able to get authenticity out of situations. A man who knows how to spit game is authentic. I never cared for anybody coming to me and like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know how to spit game to a female because anytime I heard game, that shit sounded fake to me. It's like, I'm gonna be who I am and say what I need to say in a given situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be authentic when it comes to expressing how I feel. If I feel this, then I'm gonna say that that's what I feel. If I'm thinking this, then I'm gonna say that's what I'm thinking. But I'm gonna try to put it in a way where it's like where they will hear what I'm saying. They may not understand it, but it's just like they'll at least think about it because I came at them in a respectful way. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, you know, with you understanding quote unquote game is because you understand yourself. You know who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's not so much making the woman your focal point as much as it is you being aware of who you are in a social interaction. And as you engage with her, you know you coming from a place of knowing who you are. So you're giving her your attention, your understanding as you interact with her. You're not just saying things to appease her. You're not being a yes man and just agreeing with everything. You know what I'm saying? Because a woman will see through that. You know what I'm saying? They will tell that you're not actively engaged in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? A woman can tell when you just want the body. You know what I'm saying? But there's got to be a mutual agreement. Like there's got to be some type of connection established. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, just to get back to semen retention, is like as you go through that process of building a relationship with yourself and being aligned with yourself, you know what I'm saying, and knowing how you feel, being aware of your emotions, you know what I'm saying, and getting out of that clouded perception, you know what I'm saying, that's in your mind, moving beyond that social conditioning that's telling us that we have to get on bended knee for a woman, like we have to do all of these tricks just to get her to you know, to give us attention or to get affection from her. It doesn't take all that. What it takes is you knowing who you are, you being authentic. And that's where the game comes from. Because the next man's game is not going to be the same as the other man's. Your game, quote unquote, is not going to be the same as mine. Because you may be a different person from me. You may perceive the world in a different way. But we can come to an understanding that is somewhat universal in its own right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I'm going to talk about this more. You know, I don't want to keep keep the video too long. But yeah, keep practicing, keep making, keep staying on the path. You know what I'm saying? Cultivating your seed, retaining that energy and doing the work. And you'll see the benefits. You'll reap the benefits. So, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll holler back at you guys. Love. Salute.